This podcast is brought to you by Bucked Up Energy. Use code TRASH1 for 20% off all products. It's excluding energy drinks and protein sodas. They've got protein powder, creatine, supplements, vitamins, basically everything fitness related. They've got equipment, water bottles, workout gloves, belts, whatever you need. So remember to use code TRASH1, all caps, and then the number 1 for 20% off all products other than energy drinks and protein sodas. Without further ado, welcome to the show.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Welcome back to the Largely Garbage Podcast. This is Rashid.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, calm down, calm down,
Guys,
guys,
relax.
calm down.
Stop.
This is an early recorded episode. It may not be early for you, but I got off work at 2 in the morning, and I woke up a couple hours ago, so I only got like 5 hours of sleep. So, which
I woke up right when I texted you. I went to sleep at 2.
yeah, so we're both pretty fresh-legged on this episode. So, and no whiskey this time because I got a problem, but it's not that deep.
I got a protein shake.
I've got a Propel.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That deserves some.
All of my bucked up is I bought a case and then I left it at Michaela's house. So all my energy drinks are over there. My Rocket Pop. I kind of want to try the cherry candy one, but
You know what I've been really into?
Hmm.
That's not better than Bucked Up. The coconut Red Bulls.
shouts out bucked up again. But coconut Red Bulls, really? I'm addicted to the June berries. The blue can.
Yeah.
The
The coconut one is like coconut and blueberry. And I was like, this can't be good. But it's, I mean,
that's the white can. That's Michaela's go-to.
yeah, the white can.
You know what? Let's get right into it because I feel like I want to take a good amount of time on each of these because if we're gonna do hot takes and a tier list, today's episode we're doing Pixar movies because I feel like Marvel movies is a little niche, but everybody's seen Pixar movies.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be hard to rank them too, I think.
I think so because so many of them
I think
can be
most
considered
Pixar movies
yeah,
are.
S
Yeah,
tier.
they're all like S tier.
They're all
yeah.
S tier, but I'm gonna try and limit S tier for like the best of the best, and I will like honestly, I feel like I'm gonna make people mad with my ranking because I'm not just going to give every movie its props like fully. I think I'm gonna probably make it a little better for the tier list,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to put, like, underrated movies in A or S. They'll probably go to, like, B,
Yeah, we got to be.
You got to be a little more interesting. We're not going to be like, Pixar tier list. Oh, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. That's a boring list. So this is, I have every Pixar movie, every yearly drop, no spinoffs. I'm not doing that shit. There's too many. Like, that's like doing Marvel spinoffs. I'm not doing that shit. But every movie dropped since 1995. Every yearly drop. So that's, what did I say, 29 movies?
Yeah.
There's S through D tier and then haven't seen, but there's only one of mine that's going to go in there. So, how do you feel about Toy Story 1?
See, it's like it's a heavy hitter already because you're talking about nostalgia, you're talking about story, you're talking about like all these great things.
Yeah, and it's the old animation style, right? So it's
Yeah.
1995 animation comparing to, the more recent ones, 4 and 3.
Yeah.
But it also
Pixar
kind of
kinda
gives
started-
it. Oh God.
Go ahead.
I think Toy Story 1 kind of gives it almost a little bit of like a claymation vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cartoon, it's animated, so it's not. But like the way they moved, it seemed like claymation almost.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. They Pixar kind of started the whole 3D animation thing. Like they kind of took it and ran with it. I
Yeah,
think
because
that's what made them so popular in the beginning.
there was already like Mickey Mouse stuff, but it was a little more of the 2D kind of deal.
The 2D, yeah.
Um, I I want to just preface this placement. I'm not trying to be interesting. I'm not trying to, piss anybody off. I want to put an A because I feel like
I'll put it in
I feel like Toy Story 1 isn't the best in the franchise.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Because, well, I mean, we'll get into those. And then we're also going to stop and do hot takes for these too. Because some of these movies, I have some from the sisters too. I asked Amber and Grace for their Marvel hot takes. And Grace had one. Amber had one, and it frustrated me a little.
Oh.
So we'll get to it. Next up, 1996, Bug's Life.
S tier.
What? No, I agree.
S tier.
I agree in S tier. It had the same vibe.
But there's so many other movies. I don't know if I want to.
It had the same vibe
to me
as Toy Story, in animation, but like story-wise, that thing holds up. It holds up so well.
Yeah, that story can't be beat.
Story
cannot be beat.
Yo, the whole what was the speech about them being outnumbered? Hold on. It's like
that they're stronger together. It was that whole vibe.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, is it 1998? Oh yeah, it's 1998, not 1996. But it's oh yeah, the Hopper. You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100-1, and if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food; it's about keeping those ants in line. Fucking legendary villain speech. Like, I want to say a little bit of a hot take, a little bit. Hopper in Bug's Life is top, maybe even 3 villain for Pixar.
No, that's true. He might be up there with number one.
I'll put like 3, but I'm putting I'm putting
3.
the bear in Toy Story 3 at like 1 or 2. I mean, do you agree with that one? I mean, Toy Story 3, what is it, Huggy Bear?
We'll go through the list and I'll see, but he's got to be like top 3. Hopper's got to be top 3.
I think Pixar villain writing is on par with Marvel because they build a good villain in one movie versus Marvel building it over either like a series of shows or movies. So it's like they built that villain, like the bear in Toy Story 3. What the fuck was his name? Lotso? Yeah, Lotso.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mr. Snuffles.
Mr. Snuffles. Toy Story 2 next up. I think
I'll keep it at A.
I want to put it above Toy Story 1 though. Are you okay with that?
I do want to put it above Toy Story 1.
That's the toy store. That's the store. Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
with
that,
the chicken.
The chicken. Yeah, with what the fuck was her name? Great. Wendy? Is it Wendy?
Wendy?
Is that the other doll?
Jessie?
The cowgirl. Jessie. I'm so sorry. Jessie. Yeah, I'm tripping. It's early. That's a great character.
That is a great character. That whole movie with the chicken and everything, it was great. It was great.
I think it was above Toy Story 1. I mean, but that might just be because the time that Toy Story 1 came out versus 2, they had a little more, there was
a lot more into it.
This next one is an easy S tier for me. I hope it is for you too. Monsters Inc. 1.
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. I mean Randall.
story, the twist at the end, where Mr. Watterson was like,
Water Noose.
Water Noose. Oh, Noose is crazy.
Crazy
Oh
work.
man, bro was out
90s,
there
90s,
cracking a
man.
whip.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is an easy S tier for me. It's fucking. I don't think that's actually 90s. I think it's like 2000 or 2001. But I mean, for me, it's an easy S tier because Randall and Mr. Waternoose, crazy villains. Again, probably top 5 for Pixar villains.
It's like they've been telling us since the beginning that like CEOs are bad.
CEOs are bad. Yeah.
They're like, hey kids, these CEOs, they hate kids. They'll kill you.
Well, the whole
for
point
some money.
of the monsters, yeah, or like, I mean, I guess they didn't know that laughter worked better, but like, didn't even try.
Didn't even try. They were like, hey, let's just terrify these children.
They didn't even look for a better source of energy other than the screams. Like, we're on a scream shortage instead of like, looking for more, a better source. They're just like, I think we just get worse. You know what's better than oil? More oil.
The people who create water engines disappearing.
Yeah, fucking the guy that made the plastic plastic gasoline, or made plastic into like working gasoline. He's just gone for like 2 years.
Yeah, he's been like on the run, right? Like,
yeah,
he did another video.
Yeah, he made another video and made another engine too.
Yeah. Shout outs to him.
Shout out him. I can't remember
Protect
his name.
Him.
I think this. I really don't want to fill up S tier, but it's really hard with these next couple ones. But Finding Nemo.
Hard. That's got to be S tier.
It's got to be,
story, right? Everything about it. It was just,
That one's tough because there's no villain in that one.
No real villain, yeah. It's just a journey.
I
think that's what makes it unique.
Yeah. There's no villain. You can't even count the dentist as a villain. He's literally just a guy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't count the humans.
Going on. He didn't know these fish had, thoughts.
Yeah, you can't. It's one of the few movies where there literally is no villain.
Darla's just a child.
I guess Cars. I guess you can say Cars 1 doesn't have a villain either. It's again more the journey. Yeah. Or, you could technically even count Lightning McQueen as the villain in the first movie, right?
I guess. Or the Kachiga guy. Kachiga is crazy.
He's not in the movie enough to be kind of. I think he's just a counterpart.
Yeah.
I think he's just.
Yeah, there's really no villain. He's just going to find himself. Marlin found himself, throughout that journey.
Where are we? Okay, so let's make it a little more interesting since we're going to be putting a lot more in S tier. Where are we putting Finding Nemo? Are we putting it? I'm putting Monsters Inc. above Bug's Life, but are we putting Finding Nemo above
Finding
Monsters
Nemo
Inc?
Is top for me.
Top for you?
There's only one movie that's above Finding Nemo, and I'll wait till we get to it.
Okay. Why. Okay. This next one, and you know what? I'll do both of them since it's. I'm going to talk about them because this is Grace's hot take. I'm putting Incredibles 1 in A tier because
and 2 in S tier.
Incredibles 2 is S tier.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 is so much better. And that was her hot take, is that Incredibles 2 is better than Incredibles 1. And I
Did she go into it? Like,
nope.
What was the
she's thought that for a long time. She just thinks that it's a better villain, it's a better twist, it's a better story.
I do think it's better written.
We get to see Jack's powers. We get to see a lot more heroes. We really get to see kind of like a solo Elastigirl journey in her and like the extent of her powers. I mean, I think it's just so much better than... I think Incredibles focus so much on Mr. Incredible, who's just such a mundane hero. He's just strong.
Yeah, I liked the perspectives we got in the second one. It went into each character very well. Even like Jack, that was very nice to see him interact with his own little villain.
Yeah, I also think with the raccoon. I also think Incredibles 1 didn't do a good job with Mr. Incredible's strength and kind of the scope of it, because it's like
Yeah.
you're watching the exercises and like he's benching a train, right? Like
Right.
that's quite the feat, right? But then at
Right.
the end with the big robot, he punches it and it flies like 6 blocks, and you're like, okay, so benching a train is like
Nothing.
curling 1 pound weights. Like, what the fuck is he? If he can do that, so it just didn't make a lot of sense. I feel like Incredibles 2 did a better job explaining the powers, and obviously that's coming from a Marvel kid, so I'm pretty. When it comes to superhero stuff, it's kind of got to be on point, you know. And
Yeah. I got a hot take about the first one
yeah,
because I think Syndrome was, first of all, the nigga got mad because he said, I work alone. It's like, that's it.
that's all.
That's what that's what did it for you. You were like, oh, you work alone? Fine, I'm gonna kill every superhero. What?
I don't know. I think I know where you're going with the take. Because I thought the same thing. Why? Why is his name Syndrome when they made the character look like he has Down syndrome?
I wasn't gonna bring that up. That's not where I was going. But, let's move on.
No, I don't want to move on. I want to talk
You
about
don't
this.
want
Actually,
to you
I
want
wanna
to talk
this.
about him?
They made this character look like he has Down syndrome. They called him Syndrome.
I'm opting out of the conversation.
And then also, like, he's just. Oh, man. He's just like an obviously, like, little autistic brat that wants to be the superhero's best friend. And
Nah, him being named Syndrome is crazy
Is
because,
crazy.
like, I never even thought about that until you just said that. The fact that it's spelled
Bro, I've been thinking about that since I was like
with
8.
a Y. I've never thought about that. That's kind of crazy.
I've been thinking about that since I was like 8 years old. I was like, why would they do this? Like, I guess it's literally like, oh, this is bad. The concept is basically just be nice to the quiet kid at school, you know? Like, it's like
I guess.
the whole point of the movie is like, you gotta bring him with you, man. You gotta. He's got rocket boots, you know. Fucking, he's Incrediboy. you gotta let him do his thing.
Hold on. I wanted to look up the reasoning behind Pixar's naming, right? it's because I was like, there's no way. This is crazy because there's a lot of syndromes, right? Not just Down, and
Right.
that's crazy. That would be insane. But it says that because he became the embodiment of hero syndrome, a psychological state where somebody creates emergencies to gain recognition by solving them. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay, that's
But,
actually
like,
that's good. That's
Why
good.
did you? I don't. Oh man, is that your hot take? You think they called him syndrome because
It's not a hot take because I don't think they did
'Cause
it
he's
because of that. Because I mean, that's a good reason. The hero syndrome thing is real. Like, it's like an actual
Yeah.
thing. But like, it's just such a wild name that basically they should just called him Disorder. Like, which
disorder is?
I feel like Disorder is actually, unfortunately, I think that's a better name than Syndrome. Syndrome is like, I don't know what the first syndrome you think of, and then you look at him, and then what's the first syndrome you think of? Like, come on.
I wasn't thinking that. I just want you to know that
But-
I was not thinking that at all.
But disorder isn't just a disorder, like, ADD or something like that. Disorder could also literally just mean, in its, like, prefix and root word, chaos. He's causing disorder, right? Like, I feel like that's a better name than syndrome,
Yeah, but when I think about syndrome in general, I'm like, what's the first part? Because syndrome itself is just a group of symptoms.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Until you diagnose what the symptoms actually are, and then it becomes like an actual
I
syndrome.
mean, they put his eyes really close together. I'm just saying, like it's.
I think everybody in the movie has eyes close
Yeah,
together.
but his
Or
face
am
is
I tripping?
really small. Okay. All right. You know what? We'll move on. I've already gotten us canceled, so it's like.
Us? Who's us? I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you're on
This
the.
was all you.
This is also your podcast. This is as much your podcast as it is mine.
That's
Okay.
true. So
You're on.
send Ryan hate mail.
Send
The
Ryan
guy
hate mail.
is ableist. Send him hate mail, please. He's sick. He's a
Um,
sick man.
our next one. Damn, this S tier is gonna get crowded. I want to put a cap on it, but like I don't want to like have a dishonest list. But it's Cars.
I'm putting Cars at A. I'm comfortable putting it at
You're
A.
comfortable putting it at A?
Yeah, because it's the journey was cool, but
I
it wasn't like
I
Marlon's
also
journey.
don't think it's the worst. I don't think it's the best one in the trilogy either.
I don't think so either. I think the third one, with the fit trainer, was the
Cruise.
best.
I think so too,
Yeah.
actually. So I'll put it at A. I'll put it high A though.
We're just doing A's and S's though. I kind of want to put it.
No,
at
no, no.
B.
It'll go. It'll get there. It'll get there. Don't worry.
Okay.
I've got some hot takes. This next one for me is S tier. It's my favorite one. Ratatouille.
Okay, so I that was the movie I was talking about. That's the only movie that I put over Finding Nemo.
Thank God.
For me,
Thank
just for me,
God. I
because
love
Ratatouille is just it's not as long as some of the Pixar movies, but it's short, sweet. Story is still amazing. Gets to the point. It's very like the message is straightforward. I rewatch Ratatouille all the time.
Oh, me too.
Its rewatchability is insane.
Oh yeah,
So-
it's my favorite. It's my favorite one to just have on with the kids, and then
Yeah.
also it's got that thing right that a lot of like animes have is where the food looks so good in the movie.
Yeah, you're just like,
It just makes you hungry. Like you don't even know what
actually
half of it is.
visual
Like
in your head. Yeah,
the when they were making that what was supposed to be like the worst meal, then they sent it out with the sauce on it. I was like, that sauce looked fucking angelic.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
It's just like a vegetable stew.
Yeah, Mom makes it all the time when we have our when we do our garden because we get like a bunch of
Yeah.
zucchini. It's so good.
Zucchinis, yeah.
It's so good.
It's delicious.
I love it. And then that omelet that he made, he was eating with the little key. So
He didn't even get to eat it, bro.
He didn't even get
Scooped
to
up
eat it,
and
bro.
was
It
like,
looked so good. And the guy fucking
yeah, stuffed it down. We gotta go.
and he's like, no.
I had a hot take. Linguini is trash. It's not a hot take. Everybody knows.
What, the
That nigga
noodle or
Linguini
him?
sucks.
Oh. He's a trash
The
cook.
dude.
He's supposed to be, yeah.
No, not a trash cook. He's just trash in general.
He's just
like
a bad character. Or...
No, not a bad character. He's just stupid. Like
Well, yeah.
he didn't notice anything the entire movie. It took a long time. I know that's his development arc, but like for it to take that long for him to like notice that this guy was hungry, to notice that like he's overworking him, to notice that like
Oh,
he
the
needs
boss?
no, Linguini.
Oh, you're overworking the little guy. Right. Yeah. He's-
Overworking Remy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about the
It took entirely too long for him, and I'm just like, Linguini, you dumb bitch. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't need you. I have Colette. Like
Wait.
what? What
I
are
got
you
this
talking
big nosed bitch in here that's really mean to me.
Damn, why she gotta be a big nose bitch?
Think about it and think
Oh,
about
that's
her.
cool.
Fucking, she looks
She
like
does have a
Lois
big
Griffin, bro. Like,
Damn.
she does have that fucking like Lois Griffin, Phineas and Ferb type nose, you know.
She does.
They didn't
Anyone
really-
could cook, you know.
Anyone can cook. S tier. I think it's the top
Yeah.
of my list for sure.
It's the top of my list too. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this next like string, like I think this ends like the string of S tier movies, like because this string of like 5 years was insane. The next one's Wall-E.
Yeah,
Because like
That's probably
Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E.
what a run
What
for
a
Pixar.
fucking run, dude. Wall-E is adorable, first off.
Crazy.
And then
Yeah,
also,
Wally was sweet.
I mean, like, the fat people in space.
That's what did it for you.
Little robot love story, too. Come
Yeah.
on. And a good
Yeah.
villain, the Otto.
He
good.
saw Eve. He was like, "Wow, look at this." I don't know, because then when I think about it, I'm like, okay, Wally is a much older robot, and Eve is a younger, sleek, robot. Wally might be a creep, but Eve was fucking with it, so I guess it's cool.
What if robots were built and they're basically 18, you know?
Oh,
It's
and they're
like-
just
they
18
just-
forever.
Right,
That makes
like
sense.
maybe when they're just parts, they're a kid, you know?
Yeah.
No, I guess that doesn't make much sense. They'd be pregnant, being built.
Right.
Wally's a
Making the
creep.
baby is the best part.
Wally's a creep.
Right, guys?
Maybe, and you know what? Maybe it started off as like a Forrest Gump type love story, where he's just like, he's in love, and she's like, he's cute. Keep him around.
Yeah.
And then she falls in love with him, and she's like, I don't care that he's old and rusty. But Jenny's I think we can all agree that Jenny from Forrest Gump, she's a fucking raging bitch, and she sucks. She's like, she just leaves, eggs him on a little
bro, she
bit.
was doing my
then
guys so
leaves,
bad.
And then
I still
came
don't even
back,
know if that's really his kid.
and
I'm
then
not gonna lie, bro.
leaves, and then she's like, hey, I've got AIDS and I've got a kid.
It's yours.
It's
Maybe.
yours. Take care of my. You know what? Can we fall in love now that I have a child and have AIDS and I've been ran through across the country? Can we fall in love now? And you're like, he's like, okay, like fucking, all right, dude. Like,
Damn, bro.
you gotta know your
Damn,
worth, my
Forrest.
guy.
All he ever wanted was Jenny, though.
That's
that
true.
shit sucks. We get it. We're guys. There's that one girl.
but
you're just like,
no, I think. He's basically. The way that they had described him was, like almost like a child in a grown man's mind. That's how a lot of those movies in that era described like autism.
Yeah.
And
we get it.
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
that's how a lot of like what was that? Something about Gilbert Grape, Radio, Forrest Gump. A lot of those
The
movies that came out in
depiction
those
was-
era was
yeah.
a child. So maybe he was seeing Jenny as he knew her as a child the entire movie. No
As a
matter what
child,
she
yeah.
did, he fell in love with her on the bus, and it never changed. Or in the cornfield, or wherever they fell in love, or in the tree, something like that, and it never changed. Couldn't be me. The second I see her getting ran through at a Black Panther party, I'm out. Sorry, dog. I'm out of here.
It's crazy. She was at the Black Panther party, and she wasn't even with a black guy. She was with a white dude.
The token
beating her.
minority in the fucking the one dude that's beating her, and then also defending him, and then going with him in the end. I'm like,
Yeah,
dog,
that would have been it for me.
really?
But you know what, Forrest? You're a good guy.
Forrest Gump is a goated movie.
That's S tier for sure.
Yeah, that's
if
an
it was
S
up
tier.
here.
It's not a Pixar movie though, thank God. If Pixar
You know,
made it. It
me and
would
my
have done.
girl were talking about it the other day,
Uh-huh.
and I asked her because I asked. We'll get the girls to talk a little bit more about this, but I've started hearing, from women that they like to be with guys that are a little neurodivergent. Like they want them to be. It's a preference now.
I feel like probably a little.
Is
more...
it a control thing? Is it like a
No, I think
they're
it might
nicer?
be. It might be the thinking before they speak. They a lot of neurodivergent people not just think but overthink before they act and speak because they're hyper aware of consequences, hyper aware of but social cues are where they kind of fall short. But
I was gonna
because
say a
they're
lot of
little
them will say the first thing that comes to mind. And they're like,
Which
well,
also might be attractive to some people,
yeah,
is
true,
because
true.
you're never
Straightforward.
gonna get a lie out of them, and you're never gonna.
True.
Or if you do get a lie out of them, you can sniff it out really quickly because they're bad at it, right? That might be it. So maybe it
We'll have
isn't.
that
Maybe it's the
conversation.
opposite of what I was thinking. Not thinking
Yeah.
before you speak.
We'll do an episode with the girls, see why.
I'm not neurodivergent. I just don't think before I speak because I'm stupid. But
Oh, I just don't give a fuck.
and then next up in the string is Up.
I'll put Up at A. Really good movie.
I and you know what? I'm glad you said that because my hot take is that Up is slightly overrated.
Yeah, I'll put it at B, honestly.
Really?
I was putting it at A to, because of the story and him and Ellie. It was very cute. The beginning of the movie is A, but I think the movie overall could be B.
I think it's carried.
It's
by
a good
the
movie
for sure.
but that's all it is a good movie. It's not a great movie.
Crazy, forgettable
crazy.
villain.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even know who the villain
Charles
is.
Muntz.
The dog? What was the dog's name? Alpha? Was he the
Alpha
villain?
and Charles Muntz.
I don't even know who Charles Muntz is.
The adventurer that they ran into. The old guy. The other old guy.
How the fuck was he still alive?
I don't know, man. I think it's a good movie. I think it was definitely carried by the emotional turmoil in the beginning.
Yeah. And Doug.
And Doug. It was carried by Doug. The little kid was fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Doug and Kevin are the
Kevin
stars.
Yeah.
Kevin was like
sure.
one of those. I feel like Kevin was a very unnecessary character, and they made it way too flashy for everything. I mean, it's a fucking movie about a house getting carried by a bunch of balloons, so yeah, they're gonna make it flashy. But
right.
Michaela's gonna kill me for this. She literally has a little Lego set up house with the balloons and everything, and on her shelf.
That's cute.
Oh, it's adorable. That's where we kept that's where we did the little clay figurine date where we made little clay things. They're sitting in front of that house on her shelf. It's adorable. I think it's a B tier movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am completely comfortable putting it in B. And this next one is kind of like the last of the S tier, I think, with the exception of a couple of the recent ones, but Toy Story 3 is the best out of the franchise. I'll put it low S because I don't think it's better than WALL-E. No, I think it's better than WALL-E. I just don't think that. I don't think it's better than Monsters Inc.
It's better than WALL-E. Yeah, not better than Monsters Inc.
But I think one of the best villains in Pixar in Lotso. It's Lotso, by the way. And then
Not Mr. Fluffy Stuffy Buffy.
it is not Mr. Fluffy Stuffy Buffy something, whatever you said. But Lotso, the big baby, the
big
creepy
baby,
fucking baby, the daycare storyline, and Andy growing up. I think it's the best that it could have possibly been.
Bo Peep. I think all the Toy Stories are S tier though, in my opinion.
It's the best series in Pixar.
Yeah.
By a mile. How is no getting
each
better.
movie how does it get better each time? That usually doesn't happen.
With the exception of 4. 4 was good. It was not better than 3 or 2. I think it's probably better than 1, right?
I think it's better than 1, yeah. It was a very emotional one too. I would put it even with 2. Just because the story was a little bit more emotional, but I think 2's story was more enjoyable.
Yeah. 2 was just fun. It was just a fun
2 was
movie.
fun. It was a really fun movie.
I mean, 3 was emotional, and it was more. I feel like 3
it was everything together.
3 was more for the adults, I think.
I think so.
And then 2 was, for the kids. So
I think that's why I like 4 so much, because 4 was a little bit of both. It was for the adults and for the kids, but 3 was definitely for us, that grew up with Toy Story.
Yeah, I think I agree with the Toy Story tier list of 1 at low A, possibly even B if I'm really being honest. 4 and 2 high A, 3 is S.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with it.
I mean, Yeah, three is a goated
3 is
Pixar
yeah.
movie.
They could have ended it there. 4 still had a great ending.
4 was good.
But 3 was
Um,
nice.
our first C tier coming up for me at least. I don't know how you feel about it. Cars 2. I'll even put it in D. Honestly,
I'll put it at D.
yeah. I think it's
Forgettable. Didn't really care
forgettable.
for it.
I mean, Mater is a goated character in Cars 1, and then I think he's just best as a side character.
Yeah.
Sometimes movies have those side characters that are such good side characters they would make a terrible main character. So like I think it just I think it just kind of fucked it up. I know like there's this one podcast I listen to, the Escape Pod, shout out them. One of the guys puts Cars 2 in his like top tier. He thinks Cars 2 is better than Up.
I actually see there's a community of people who think Cars 2 is like the best Pixar movie.
Yeah,
And I just don't get it.
I don't either.
But more power to you guys. If you're out there, hit us up. I'd like to interview you and see what's wrong with you.
Yeah. Pretty forgettable movie up next. I think it's a little underrated, but I'm not putting it above C, is Brave.
I could put Brave at B, but I could agree with C. It was a good movie.
I think it's just
And that's it.
forgettable. I
It
think
was
it's
a good movie.
I think the villain, the bigger bear, not showing up until the very, very end. You're like, I don't know. It's just a movie. I mean, it was kind of funny. I think
It
I'm
was
comfortable.
interesting. It was nice.
I'm gonna put it in C. I wanna.
C is fine.
I mean, this is a bad string for Pixar. These three, Cars 2, Brave, and then our next one. It's just a not good couple of years. Because the next one's Monsters University.
That could be at D for me.
I'm putting it at bottom D. I think Cars 2 is better than MU, but
yeah,
that one also
Monster University just wasn't it.
Also
I don't know
extremely
what that
forgettable.
was.
Like
Yeah.
I don't remember the whole plot. I watched it probably twice, and I don't remember the plot at all. Like
I think I watched it last year, and I don't remember anything about it. I just watched it last year.
And you know what? In terms of Disney usually does pretty well with prequels.
Yeah,
This just wasn't it. I think this
it
is
wasn't.
the bottom of bottom tier prequels that we just don't care about. Like I would have taken a Monsters Inc. like sequel over a prequel, like what they're doing now with like
Right.
the laughs and stuff. Maybe make a new villain that wants to bring back the screams or something like that. Like
Yeah,
I think it would have been better.
bring Boo back.
Bring Boo back, yeah.
Everybody wants to see what's going on with Boo.
I mean, like Boo was a toddler. Maybe bring her back, and she's like 8, and she's like a little older, maybe a little smarter, but like still
They can go
cute
to
little
Toy
kid.
Story way.
Yeah,
Maybe she comes in and she becomes, the CEO of Monsters.
I
Inc.,
was just thinking that. Like that would have been so
That'd
cute.
be crazy.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like 15 and she's like trying to take over the company.
She's working there now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Works there on the weekends, Next movie, I think it may, if I'm looking at the list right. I don't know if it's I think it's probably the last S tier movie. Inside Out. Maybe high A,
Yeah, that has to be S tier,
right? I think it's
Because now we're getting into I think it's an important movie, and it's outside of our childhood now that we're getting into.
My mother, as a therapist, this is one of not even just her favorite Pixar movie. This is one of her favorite movies.
It's got to be S tier,
Right?
But the second one, I think the second one was really good too.
You think it
So
was
maybe
better
I'll
or
put-
high A?
I think they're probably even, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't think it would. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't think it would live up to the first one, but it did.
Hmm.
I mean, Anxiety is just a great character because she's the villain, but also like she's anxiety. So she's not actually meaning to be the villain, and you don't really see that until the end.
Yeah, kind of like how Sadness was in the first one, but like,
Right.
it's just such a real movie.
Yeah.
Like it's so real, and like I think
Too real. It hurts.
it's very real,
Pain.
and like it's just I think it's just these are like important movies for kids to watch, and while they're when they're learning how to like regulate their emotions, but then it's like
Yeah.
you watch it as an adult and you just understand the whole movie, like from start to finish. You understand exactly what's going on. You may
I
not
like that
as a
new
kid
focus,
with
on
anxiety.
kids
Oh yeah,
being able to regulate their emotions. I was watching Miss Rachel the other day with my niece, and Miss Rachel was like stacking ice cream and it fell over, and she was like, "Oh, I'm frustrated now. You know what we can do when we're frustrated?" And then she started taking deep breaths. And I was like, that's really cool.
Miss
Like
Rachel
they're
is
teaching
the
kids
fucking goat, dude.
early. Yeah, Miss Rachel. Shout out Miss Rachel. Blippy, you're cool. You kind of creep me out, but
Blippi does kind of creep me out just because he doesn't shave his like 5 o'clock shadow that he constantly has. Like he's always that bothers me, right? Like
that's what
why are you
bothers me.
why are you scruffy? Like why are you talking to my kids as a scruffy motherfucker? I don't know. I might be talking about somebody else. What is it? Danny Go? Danny Go creeps me the fuck out. Damien watches Danny Go, and like he just creeps me
Blippy
out.
definitely has 5 o'clock.
Okay,
shadow
and then
every
it's
time
both
I
of
see it.
them. It's both. Well, there is multiple Blippies though in there. There's like a couple. It's like a group.
I
Of
have
people,
no
I think.
idea. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Well, I've seen like a woman dressed up in the Blippy thing. I've seen a couple different guys, but like nobody matches up to Steve.
Yeah.
From Blue's Clues, nobody matches up.
Yeah, Steve.
Everybody's trying to be like the
Steve,
outfit,
yeah.
the stripes. Everybody's trying to be Steve, and like talking to like we just got a letter. You're not beating it. You're not beating Steve from Blue's Clues. And
It's never gonna happen.
speaking of him, I watched
Nobody's
this video. I think it was at like a convention or something, and Steve from Blue's Clues was there. And he said like what he genuinely thinks, and it's like how the show was written. He's like a lot of people misunderstand the show. Blue isn't the main character. Steve isn't the main character. It's you. It's the audience that is the main character.
Audience,
And like it makes sense to when you think about like watching the show, he's always talking to you. So it makes
Right.
sense that would be and everybody in the there was one lady in the crowd like before he said he's like it's not Blue and it's not Steve. And you just hear this one lady go, "No, Steve." Like
Just say no. She was
just like
scared.
no, like broke her heart, like because
Yeah,
you've been
what the
watching
fuck?
it wrong the whole time. It was like when you found out that you should be watching the Guardians movies and and you should be thinking that Rocket's the main
And thinking
character.
Rocket is the main character.
yeah, instead of Quill. So it's
When
like
you rewatch it after they say that, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but that shit is so cool. Rewatching them and focusing on Rocket, it all makes sense.
it makes a lot more sense, and like how he's kind of the like because like Quill and everybody else became friends almost immediately, other than maybe Gamora. But like Rocket
Right.
hated everybody until like the middle of the second movie. Like
Yeah.
so like his development was so much more important than Quill's.
Yondu's speech with him in the second movie, "'Cause you're me."
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
speech. Yondu, I
Insane.
think, is a crazy underrated character. We're getting
I
off.
think
We're
so.
going off on a
Yeah.
the next one I think is a criminally underrated movie. The Good Dinosaur.
I'm gonna put it at B.
You're
I think
okay.
it's a good movie.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with
But
it.
I think it's just a good movie.
I'm putting it right in between Toy Story and Up. I think it's a little better than Up, actually.
I think I could agree with that.
I think it's a great movie, and I think it's good good for kids
Honestly,
to watch too.
Yeah, it's good for kids to watch.
Because it's like, it's one of those movies, kind of like Inside Out, where it teaches you how to regulate certain emotions. Like, he lost his dad, like, watched his dad die. And the entire movie, he's kind of trying to figure out how to grieve properly. And it basically shows you the whole movie is that there is no like proper way to grieve. And it's like, it's a great film for that. That's why I think it's actually very underrated, is that that's also an important movie for kids to watch and learn shit about themselves. Next up, this one's tough for me. Finding Dory. This one's actually
I'll put it at B.
I want to agree. I think it was forgettable, but
I think so
bad.
too. But I would put it. Yeah, I don't think it was bad, but just for me, if I'm thinking Good Dinosaur and Dory, I'd probably put them around the same.
I think I'm gonna put it below.
Like they have
Up.
the same.
I'm putting it below Up.
Yeah.
I just think Finding Nemo. I think it's worse because of what it comes after. You know, like.
Yeah, it's hard to. There's no measuring up to Finding Nemo, but Finding Dory was a good movie.
Sequels,
but
are
it
tough.
was just a good movie.
And you know what?
I think all the movies that are just good movies, I'm probably gonna put at B.
I honestly want to put it at C, and I'll tell you why. Is because Pixar's so fucking good at sequels. They're like Incredibles, Toy Story, Inside Out. Fucking.
Where's Cars 2?
D.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
but like,
that's fine.
you know, Cars 2 and Monsters U are like the exception. But like Toy Story, Incredibles, fucking Inside Out, like they make pretty damn good. They go from like B and A tier movies to S tier on their sequels. But Finding Dory was just
true.
I think it just belongs with the list of forgettable sequels.
It was just a good movie.
It was just
not
good.
rewatchable, really.
Yeah, I guess it's hard. I guess it'd be the same if they made like a Ratatouille 2. I think I'd be like 60% sure the movie would not do good just because of what it's coming after.
Yeah.
Cars 3.
That's an easy A for me.
I'm inclined to put it right above Cars 1.
Yeah.
So A tier right below Incredibles, because it's not better than Incredibles. But
no,
I think Johnny Storm is a good, not even villain. Like it's another one of those movies that just doesn't really have a villain. It's just about the character's development. And then,
wait a minute, his name is Johnny Storm.
Isn't it right?
I thought his name was just Storm.
Cars 3 cast.
Jackson
Storm, not Johnny Storm. Sorry.
I was like, holy shit, he's the Human Torch.
That's why he's so fucking fast, dude. No, I think he's not even a villain. He's just a guy. He's kind of an ass, but he's not a villain. It's
like,
another
hey, old man. You know, you should probably fucking retire.
And you know what? I think that might actually be why Cars 2 flopped. It had a villain, and Cars just isn't that type of movie.
Yeah, where it doesn't need a villain. Also, they were doing way too much in Cars 2. There was too much going on.
I couldn't follow the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know. First like the fuel guys are the villain, and then the bad lemon cars are the villain. Then it's back to the fuel guys. There was flying cars,
secret agents and shit. Yeah, no.
I mean,
Cars 2 was too much.
Cars 2. I actually, you know what? I may even move it up a little just because of this. But they were like talking about like all those podcasts that talked about like the Cars conspiracy theories that came from Cars 2. Like they have a Cars TSA, like a Cars Universe TSA, which means that there was a Cars 9/11.
Oh man!
And then there was
a movie called Planes.
There's a movie. Oh no, there was like another one that was talking about the Pope, like the Cars Pope, and they were like, so there was a Cars like Spanish Inquisition, like some crazy fucking conspiracy theories. I'm like, that's nuts. Oh, the other one was Sarge, the Jeep. The model of Jeep was developed for World War II, so there was a Cars Hitler. So I'm not moving it up. I think it belongs in
No,
D
yeah,
tier. It's a D tier movie. It should
belongs
stay in D
there.
tier.
There's too
But
much
I
going
think
on.
the conspiracy theories almost make me want to move it because it's so funny. Um, this next one is the first one I'm struggling between A and S. Coco.
S.
S. You think Coco's an S tier movie?
Yeah.
I want to
100%.
put it high A, low S,
That's fine.
but
But Coco has to be an S for me.
I think Coco is where they really started expanding on their cultural movies.
Yeah, exactly. The cultural impact that it had is too wide for it not to
I'm
be
very
an S
comfortable
for
with
me.
S tier because if you think about like what do we just put before Coco? Not Finding Dory. What were we just talking about before that?
Cars 2?
Cars 3.
3, yeah, Cars 3,
So
yeah.
Cars
Coco's
3,
definitely
then
better than Cars
Coco,
3.
and then Coco
Yeah.
started like a string of cultural
Of like
movies.
cultural movies, yeah,
Yeah.
which was nice.
Because I think that was also around the same time Moana came out, the Walt Disney picture. So like
Yeah.
another important movie too. Like Coco's important to a lot of people. So I think
Right.
S tier is I'm very comfortable putting it in S tier.
Okay. Yeah, I think it belongs there.
Next one is tough because I don't remember much about it. Onward.
It's a C for me.
I'm comfortable.
It's a good movie.
I think
it's
it's
decent.
just probably. I think it's actually probably neck and neck with Brave, so I'm cool putting it in C.
Yeah, Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. It was cool. A lot of people don't know about the movie. It was two guys basically. They had one of the brothers finds out he has magic because they're elves.
Mhm.
And they have a chance to see their dead father, so they go do it. But
Yeah,
whole time
wasn't it
they were
like
being
pants?
tricked.
Wasn't it like pants? The entire movie, like there was just like a pair of pants following them around or some shit. That was supposed to be their dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's fun, but forgettable. C's
Yeah.
pretty comfy.
Yeah.
Next one is where I wouldn't even say it's a hot take, more of like a rant. Soul.
Soul.
I want to hear where you put Soul first. I want to hear where you put it.
So I thought Soul was really cool. I thought it was a good movie. I was gonna say low A, maybe high B, but
I'm
yeah, I
comfortable
think
with
it's
that.
comfortably B.
I want to
for
get
me.
into this real quick. Disney, obviously, in the history of Disney, they haven't been very cool about
Having black
POC,
characters.
right? They
Yeah.
They had finally made a movie where black people looked like black people. They were culturally, black people. Like they had jazz, and it was like a really good,
Yeah,
representation.
we had barbershops and everything.
It was a
cool.
great representation.
But
And then they're no longer black;
everybody's
they're little
issue-
creatures.
they're little creatures. Yeah, that whole trope of turning black people into something is like a huge issue with people.
Yeah, they did it with.
Which is why I'm like putting
yeah,
it at B.
They did it with Princess and the
Princess and
Frog.
the Frog.
She was black
yeah.
for like 10 minutes, and then she turned into a fucking frog. I mean, Mr. Gardner, I think was his name in Soul. This movie just had so much potential to be of another very
I think
important
so.
movie, but they were like basically talking about heaven.
And
the
they
whole
kind
time.
of made a white woman the main character anyways, which kind of took away from the movie.
Yeah,
And I
the
think
other
that
little one.
lowered it for me. I'll put it at C. I'm gonna put Soul at C.
Yeah, I think that it just kind of pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
it could have been such an awesome and super
It had potential.
important movie, but they
For
basically
sure.
had made Ellen DeGeneres. I don't even know who played her, but she sounded like Ellen DeGeneres, the fucking star. Hold on. Let
I
me.
thought it was Aquafina.
What was it?
Nah, I'm shooting.
Soul. Joe. It was Jamie Foxx. It was Tina Fey, the whitest of them all.
Tina Fey. Yeah.
Like Jamie Foxx, another important figure in like just the black talent scene. Probably one of the most talented black men in Hollywood.
Honestly, one of the most talented men in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx
but
is
yeah, like
phenomenal.
S tier actor, S tier singer, S tier comedian, like one of the most talented
I didn't
men
even
ever.
know Daveed Diggs was in here.
I didn't
When I
either. I
had
love
long
Daveed Diggs.
hair and a long beard, people on the plane, every time I got on a plane, people were like, does anybody ever tell you you look like Daveed Diggs? I'm like, nigga, please shut the fuck up.
You know what? Since we're on Disney, might as well. And Daveed Diggs, Hamilton, watched it recently. I
Nice.
get the hype. I'm just not a musical guy. It's just not my thing. I think theater's kind of. I mean, it's supposed to be cringy. It's like theater's overacting. Like that's the whole thing. The difference between, theater and movies is theater is a little more extravagant, a little more. They just give more, and I don't like that part of it. So I guess that's why I don't love it. But I get why people liked it. The lyrics were really good. Daveed Diggs was fantastic as Thomas Jefferson. Like I think it was a good show. It's just not my thing. I just the fact that I've seen musicals where um people like I think Michaela had explained to me that the reason that a lot of musicals and basically why musicals started too, why a lot of them are kind of cringy is because a lot of them is acting, 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 and then they get so emotional they just have to sing, you know? But Hamilton was just all music. It was like one long soundtrack. There was no dialogue that wasn't music. So like, I guess it's just, it wasn't my thing,
Almost
but
3 hours of it.
almost
Yeah.
3 fucking hours of
It's
it.
good. It is. It's
It
really
is
good.
good.
But it's
Like
like,
Lin-Manuel
uh,
Miranda's, but I like one of the reasons I didn't like it was because like Lin-Manuel Miranda is a genius. Like there's no denying that he's a fucking genius. He should have left the role to someone else who had a better voice. I think it's just I think that's kind of where it fell short. Every other actor and rapper in it was fantastic and the singers were insanely good. He was the odd one out. Like that just didn't sound great. So it's just eh.
how you feel about Spamilton?
What?
All right, let's move on.
Also, didn't know. I know Pixar is pretty famous for having like crazy casts, but Soul is an insane cast. Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx,
they
Tina
they pulled
Fey,
out
Graham
some hitters.
Norton, fucking Angela Bassett.
But that's also when they started to pull out like every A-list actor on the planet to start doing their movies because the movie before this one was what, Onward? Or was that 2 movies ago?
I think it was Onward and then Soul. Yeah.
Yeah, because Onward had Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, and they're just pulling out A-list actors and thinking, oh, it's gonna be great. So we have all these A-listers, and then it's like, nah, it's good, but it's just not. It's not like your OG Pixar movies where everything is fucking phenomenal and the
And you know
story
what?
is
You're onto
great.
something. And this may be because I'm not as culturally rounded as I thought I was, but before Onward was Coco, and
Yeah.
the only couple actors I really recognize here are Benjamin Bratt and Gabriel Iglesias. I don't know any of these people, but I mean,
Renee
they
Victor.
they do their they who?
No, nothing. Renee Victor.
Oh, I've seen her in a couple things before. But like I
Yeah.
just they do that a lot, and I think Marvel has
Yeah.
that same problem where they're just like, you know what? Let's just get people excited. Let's throw Harry Styles in the mix. You're like, fucking why?
Right.
Like fucking
Yeah.
like they ended a B tier movie in Eternals, and just they're like, you know what? Let's just throw Harry Styles in there, like, and then also
Let's
in Eternals,
jerk them a little bit.
fucking Angelina Jolie. I think it was Kumal. What the fuck was his name? Kumal Nair? Kumal Nanjiani. That's his name. Sorry.
Yeah, not funny.
Um, I can't remember the guy who played Icarus, but he's like a pretty prominent actor. And then
Kit Harington. Not Kit
Kit
Harington, fucking Richard
Yeah.
But Kit Harington was in it. He plays
yeah.
Black Knight.
And then
Gemma Chan.
Gemma Chan. What the fuck was his name?
What's his name? The
Barry
dude who's
Keoghan.
fucking Barry Keoghan. The
I
gray
guess he
fucker.
probably
Yeah.
wasn't very like prominent before that. I don't know what else he was in before that. I know he was in Saltburn, which is a very popular movie, which I don't get why it was very popular. I watched it and gotta say, it was like C tier, you know.
I think he blew up off of what is it called? He did. I think he had a show. Was it a show? Dunkirk. That's what it is.
Barry
Dunkirk.
Keoghan. I don't know how to spell his fucking name. Barry Keoghan. Let me see his movies. He was in Dunkirk.
Dunkirk is the one he like blew up off of.
Yeah, he was in Dunkirk. Which, you know,
Salma Hayek though, you know.
Oh, and Salma
You
Hayek.
know?
How did I fucking forget about the one of my biggest celebrity crushes ever?
Did you say Bill Skarsgård?
I didn't. And I keep, you know, he's such a prominent but forgettable actor because he's always in crazy makeup or CGI.
Or he just dies, like in
Yeah.
Deadpool.
Yeah. I'm Zeitgeist. Fucking. But he, not Barry Keoghan. Bill Skarsgård. I've seen a lot of takes where he needs to be the next Joker.
That would be cool.
I think that would be a fucking crazy casting.
Is Brian Tyree Henry, is he considered like a bigger actor? He was on Bullet Train in Atlanta.
What else was he in? I'm confused.
The dude who played Fastos, he was in a lot of movies actually.
Oh no,
he's
pretty prominent.
Bullet Train, Transformers.
Why do we always end up getting back to fucking?
He was in Godzilla vs Kong, which was actually a decent movie.
That's a good movie, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry Keoghan was in The Batman with Robert Pattinson, but he was just some prisoner. Like, he was just some shit fucking role. I mean, I actually think... So, I think Paul Dano did a great job as the Riddler in The Batman. I actually think that role could have gone to Barry Keoghan. I think Barry Keoghan is a little creepier than Paul Dano.
He just has a creepy face.
I think Barry Keoghan's voice has a much better... I feel like he could do a much better creepy kind of deal, you know? Because he was kind of creepy in the Eternals. Like, he could play like a good villain, you know?
Is he dead?
Who?
Did his character die?
Who?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Yeah, we're
Druid. We'll talk about it later.
We keep doing it. I don't think so. But anyways, next up is Luca. Luca was cute.
Luca's a C. Yeah, it was cute.
It was cute and it was fun.
It was a good movie.
I don't want to put it below Soul though. I think I'm putting it. I think
below Soul.
You putting it below Soul? Really? Is it just forgettable or just?
It is forgettable. I liked it. I think it was a good movie. I think the plot was pretty basic.
I thought they were going back to it just being fun. Like, I think it's another one of those culturally, like, they're Italian, and I think it's, you know, one of those, like, they're adding another culture into the mix, but they didn't want to do, like, some big adventure story type deal. They just made it a little fun movie. I feel like it was more of, like, a spin-off. How they do, like, the little, like, side adventures.
Yeah, that's what it felt
stuff.
like one of their shorts, the Pixar shorts.
Yeah,
that's
just
what
a
it felt
long short. But I thought it was fun. I think it's a fun movie. I would rewatch it, actually. I haven't yet. I've seen it probably once or twice. But I thought it was fun.
The only thing is, it's like, I'm just thinking about it in comparison. And what's the next movie?
Probably the worst out of the developmentally important movies. Turning Red.
I would put Turning Red above Luca.
Really?
I enjoyed Turning Red more than I did Luca.
I think I agree because it's still
I enjoyed
below.
Turning Red more than I did Soul. but I did not enjoy Luca the more than Soul or Returning Red.
Sure, I can
Me
deal with that.
personally.
I can deal with that. I think Turning Red is, again, it's one of those movies that is developmentally rounded. Like it's centered around like the development of a child, basically. Um, and it's just, I mean, but it kind of fell short. I mean, maybe of its counterparts. Inside Out, Good Dinosaur. Those are good and important movies for development, but Turning Red just kind of, it's bottom bottom of those. But it's not a bad movie. I would actually rewatch it. I thought it was fun, and I thought it was it's a funny movie. Next up, since we should probably start wrapping up soon, Lightyear.
Uh,
I want to hear your thoughts.
uh, I thought it was a decent movie.
I think the cat was unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't know about the cat.
Yeah.
I'll put it at C. It was a good movie.
I think I'm gonna put it
all right.
below Onward. I think I'm gonna put it bottom C. It's not D tier. I think it was
Okay.
decent, but I don't think it. I'll maybe put it
I
above.
think what
Onward.
people hated about it was dumb. But I think it was a C tier movie
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I think I'll put it above Onward. I don't think I liked it more than I like Brave, so I'm gonna keep it below Brave. I thought Brave was decent. I didn't know that this was the last one that dropped before the most recent one. I really liked Elemental. And I think I liked Elemental a little more than I liked Coco. Just a little.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
I liked Elemental more than I liked Coco. Elemental was a really good movie.
It's an immigrant story, and it's a good immigrant story.
I like how they created their own. Like they didn't specify what each element was for each race. They just kind of like threw their own kind of culture in there. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, like
For each element.
like fire could have been like Eastern European. It could have been Italian. It could
Yeah, it was
have
very
been
subjective. I like how subjective.
Water
it
was
for
white
each
people though.
race.
Water for sure was white people though.
Yeah.
For sure, they were the rich ones.
Well, no. I think Water was white and black people because the way that they sounded, I think, well, I don't want to say they were American, but the way that they sounded, some of them sounded white, some of them sounded black. They were just kind of higher class. But
It's
the
not
actors
about
were
the
also
movie's
all
not
black
about
for
race.
the Water people.
It's a class movie. It's a
class movie. So I think they're Westerners is what I was gonna say.
yeah. That's a better
Yeah.
way to put it. They're just the Americans. They're the I think it's another important movie for kids to watch and understand kind of what people's families had to go through. And because there's a lot of immigrants, and it's a lot of families that kind of come from nothing and build their own in a new country, and it's an important movie. I really liked Elemental. I think Pixar cooked with that one.
I think so. It was something different, very
Yeah.
refreshing.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a cute little love story too, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where I think the race part comes in, was the love story. It was kind of like, you can't date him. You're like, what do you mean by that, Dad? Because what father would be like, you can't date a rich person? It wasn't about that. I thought it was very good, but our next one, I have to put it in the one tier we haven't used, which is the haven't seen tier, but Elio, and I haven't heard anything about it either, which makes it even tougher.
I don't know what Elio is.
It's the newest one that dropped, and I haven't seen it, and I don't know anything about it.
The space one?
Is it space? I don't know.
Oh.
It's Elio about. The film is centered around Elio Solis, a young boy recently orphaned and yearning for love and attention as he wanders Wonders if aliens somewhere in the vastness of outer space would be better company for him than his disinterested aunt. Of course, the aunt's name is Olga. Okay, cool little concept.
Okay.
I can get behind
We'll watch
that.
it. We'll come back to you guys.
You know what? Let me preemptively look up the cast. Zoe Saldana is the aunt, which is hilarious.
It's just crazy. Jamila Jamil is in there. I fucking love her.
She's good. She was in what was it? She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, underrated.
Yeah, he finally watched it. We'll talk about
it. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the the shows. But you know what? I like that I don't know this cast very well.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think that's a refreshing thing.
I think it's a lot of younger and probably new actors. Probably
not overwhelmingly A-list.
Yeah, Anissa Borrego. I think I recognize her from Kingsman. Right? Maybe. Let me see. I think she was the girl with the fucking sword leg in Kingsman. Oh. She was in Criminal Minds. This Is Us.
She was in Ted 2.
She was in Ted 2. I think she was. I'm pretty sure she was in Kingsman.
Maybe you're just racist.
No, hold on. Maybe I am.
Yeah, that was Sofia Boutella.
Oh, fuck. I did it, didn't I? Well, there goes the show. Well, damn.
Hey,
so, to recap.
I'll be announcing the new
host.
The new head of the show. The new host. In the next coming weeks.
So to recap, our S tier looks like Ratatouille at number 1, the best Pixar movie.
Yep.
Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., Toy Story 3, WALL-E, Bug's Life, Incredibles 2, Inside Out 1, then 2, Elemental, then Coco. I want to rearrange it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I want to put Coco and Elemental above Inside Out 1 and 2. You cool with that?
I can agree with that. Yeah. I think I like Elemental a little bit more.
I'm not putting them above Incredibles 2, but I think I'm comfortable putting them there.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. Okay. And then in order in A tier, we've got Toy Story 2, Toy Story 4, Incredibles, Cars 3, then Cars 1. A lot of like sequels in A tier.
The early sequels were great though.
They did a great job. Honest. They used to do an amazing job. I don't know what changed. Maybe some management changes. I don't know. But I don't think I need to move anything around in A tier. B tier, we've got Toy Story 1, The Good Dinosaur, Up, and Finding Dory. I don't know if I want to put Finding Dory in the same tier as Up, though. I feel like Up was a little too... Up, Toy Story, and The Good Dinosaur were a little too good to have Finding Dory in it, you know?
I feel like The Good Dinosaur is not better than Finding Dory, but that's just me.
Really? I think Finding Dory was so much more forgettable than The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, The Good Dinosaur probably pulls more for this younger generation.
And also... I don't want to say Finding Dory is forgettable because the main character literally has short-term memory loss. I think it's just not. I don't think it's up there with.
I don't think it's for me.
I don't think it's there with Up.
Yeah,
I think it's up there. I think it's better than Turning Red. You know what? I'll keep it at the lowest.
You know what?
B.
And I think. Yeah, keep it there. Keep it where it is.
What were you gonna say? Speak your mind. Be confident.
I was gonna say Turning Red. No, because I don't know if I necessarily agree with what I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
C tier. It's our second biggest one. Is Turning Red, Soul, Luca, Brave, Lightyear, and Onward.
That's fine.
That one's fine. C is just. I mean, we don't really even need to rearrange C tier because it's almost the lowest. And then D tier, Cars 2 and Monsters University. I don't, Cars 2 is better than Monsters University, so I don't need to move that around at all. And then haven't seen Elio, and I like the I like
We'll
the
check
idea
out
of
that
Elio.
one.
I like the idea of it. I like that it's not very famous actors, and I like the concept.
Maybe we can do a bonus episode where we just, you know,
Yeah, I'll
give a
bookmark.
review.
I'll bookmark this page that I made the tier list, and we can just come back to it. Where's the bookmark button?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because it saves, so I'll add this page to favorites. Yeah. Well, a little longer than I thought it was gonna be. Hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it was decent. You know,
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
This
Let us
one-
know what you think.
These are fun.
Where we
These
should
are
have put
fun
these
for
movies.
us. I don't know if they're fun to listen to, but these ones are fun for us to do. So I don't
Yeah.
care if you like it or not. I like it, so we're gonna keep doing them.
True. Yeah. Fuck you.
Maybe next we'll do like just classic, like the era of like 2005 to like 2015 movies, because like 2012 had some great drops. That includes like, you know, Transformers 1, fucking 2012, stuff like that. We can do those, or maybe we'll go like
Michael
actor,
Bay movies.
or we can do like actor specific movies.
Yeah.
Or director specific movies or something like that. But before I end, I do want to say I think a lot of people they're saying either the Russo brothers or James Gunn are like the two best superhero directors. And people are forgetting about Coogler, and I'm really getting tired of
Ryan
people forgetting
Coogler
about
is
Ryan
fucking-
Coogler. The man's an animal.
He's sensational.
That man's
Yeah.
sensational. He made Black Panther 1, which is an S tier.
He makes villains like nobody else.
He
Like,
made
it's-
Namor and Killmonger, two of the best villains / pseudo villain. I guess Namor's kind of like a pseudo villain. I mean, he's the villain of the
Yeah.
movie, but he ends up, you know, he's like but like the best writing for villains in Marvel.
Yeah. I mean,
And he wrote Sinners. Like, come on.
he wrote Sinners, yeah, who has probably one of the best villains, Remick.
Yeah.
I mean,
He does such a good job at villains. I think that's where he is best though. So like,
yeah.
other than Fruitvale Station. No, I guess the villain was the police. But and he did a pretty good job at that too.
Great job.
Great job. I mean, you can't really go wrong with a young Michael B. Jordan. I mean, there's so much potential there, but before we go off on another fucking tangent, this has been the Largely Garbage Podcast. Like, subscribe, send Ryan hate mail.
Please.
And make sure you download the episodes, because
Yeah,
that's how we
And
get
share,
our,
please.
because we don't really get statistics on listens, we get statistics on downloads. So how we know that you liked an episode is when you download it. I mean, you can comment also. That's a better way for us to figure it out, but the downloads are kind of our raw stats, so we would really appreciate it if you would download some episodes.
Sharing is free, people.
Sharing is free also. Just tell your friends if they like podcasts. As always,
Stay trash.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.